a very powerful force go down very slowly. That I would have thought, given what happened in this latest episode of finance capitalism, that the reform would have taken place, would have been ruthless and swift and draconian, and it has not been, but I don't think it's over.
Why don't you think it was more draconian, the reform?
Because the interests of the people of Wall Street were so entrenched in so many different ways, not just being able to write checks to people who are running for office, but that the Secretary of the Treasury and the people around, even around Obama, kind of can't imagine a world where the out at the end of their jobs in Washington isn't working, getting paid a huge sums of money for working for Goldman Sachs or some such place, and that it's disguised. This is putting it way too strongly, but if I was putting it in a caricature of a sentence, I feel like it's a kleptocracy disguised as a meritocracy. That it's a very elegant form of theft that's going on Wall Street in a lot of ways. It's not that it's what happens there is all socially destructive or entirely useful, but it's just become wildly overcompensated. But it masquerades as the reason you're wildly overcompensated is you're the smartest. And that's because it's no longer the bottom third of the class at Yale that's going to the Wall Street, but the people at the very top. So it looks like they're getting, this is just an affirmation. The pay is an affirmation of all the success they've had before they get there. So there's when I was reporting this book, I went and talked to a lot of people in positions of power, and I was just shocked by how at the mercy of important investment bankers they were when they were having the world explained to them, that there wasn't an independent source of information to them. And one of the things that shocked me about this book when it came out, it feels, by the way, it feels a little bit like ancient history to me. I published this in March, right? And I'm off probably writing about baseball again, but so I'm doing a lot of other things. I couldn't tell you everything that's in there anymore. It's kind of, the shocking thing to me was it hit. I thought the book would do okay. The book's been sold better than any book I've ever written by a factor of 2. And part of the reason is that it got picked up by important people who felt they were getting an explanation they hadn't gotten elsewhere. And I thought, that's shocking. I just wandered back into this world for 9 months and wrote it.
Figured it out.
And I don't know that much. And so that I'm playing that role is depressing. There should have been a lot better, smarter people than me who were right there to tell them what to do. But I had calls from half the United States Senate and the White House and the Treasury and it was just one after another. People getting in touch saying, "Tell me more." And I felt I did have this moment. I turned to Tabitha, my wife, and I said, I'm a Monty Python fan. And I said, I feel like Brian. I'm not, I'm not Jesus. I'm Brian. But somehow I got born in the manger next to Jesus, and everybody thinks I'm Jesus. And I was kind of running away for a while because I thought you really should not be mistaking me as the Messiah.
I concur.
Yes. You know.